A legislative committee has done an about-face, rejecting an outright ban on cosmetic pesticides. It's a decision that contradicts the commitment the Premier made just a year ago. The opposition's crying foul, along with the Canadian Cancer Society. Both say health concerns are being overlooked, as well as the majority of British Columbians' wishes. CTV's Jet Bazzi reports.
It takes time and effort to get this golf course this green.
On a playing surface, that's not very attractive.
Greenskeeper Garth is proud of his course. His job is to make sure members of the Nanaimo Golf Club have the best greens to play on. They look pretty, but these little flowers are his nemesis.
2 weeks ago, that was completely white. So we did spot spraying.
Garth and his crew use pesticides to extinguish the English daisies. They are trained and licensed to use them methodically during early morning sprayings to eliminate the large bunches that swallow up golf balls on their way to the hole.
The greens are our bread and butter, so you could have the great fairways and great tees, but if your greens aren't in good shape, you wouldn't get the recall on golfers. So ultimately, your business would die.
The golf industry lobbied hard against an all-out cosmetic pesticide ban in BC. And today, the committee reviewing the ban announced it would not recommend one. Members say there is just not enough evidence that cosmetic pesticides are harmful. NDP environment critic Rob Fleming is furious, saying British Columbians have been let down.
By majorities of 70 or 80%, they want to see human health protections and pesticide legislation strengthened on the unnecessary pesticides that we don't need in our daily lives.
Health organizations are disappointed too.
It's not what we expected.
They wanted to see us follow other provinces and implement a ban on cosmetic pesticides on lawns, gardens, and non-agricultural landscaping.
We are concerned. There's going to be communities out there that aren't going to have protection now, and we know that there's been a link to cancer.
That's David's fear. He's a professional landscaper who refuses to use pesticides.
I just don't want to take it home to my girls, and why mess with your health?
David's been taking care of lawns for years. Naturally, he says he fears the chemicals could seep through his skin. He would rather spread organic seeds and use a salt, vinegar, and water solution to kill the weeds.
It all stems back to groundwater and health and airborne chemicals. If you're spraying on a windy day, you don't know where that's going, so why risk it?
But Garth is in a different world. The lawn he works on goes on for acres. He says he has tried other methods, but they have all failed. His crew has to use pesticides to make sure the only white on the green is the ball rolling toward the pin. Jet Bazzi, CTV News, Nanaimo.